The purpose of this video is to walk through an image gradation in Hydraulic Toolbox version 5.2. The first thing we must do is take pictures of the riprap we want to get graded. Images should be square and perpendicular to the riprap, making sure the rocks at the top of the picture are the same distance away from the camera as the rocks at the bottom of the picture. We should not take a picture of the riprap pile sloping away from the camera. Each image should be free of shadows, debris, or any artificial discolorations. Certain rock types with multiple natural colors such as limestone sometimes have a hard time with image gradation. If possible, select image locations with individual rocks that have a similar color profile. The pictures should also contain a known dimension, such as a square ruler or survey tape. It is best to keep the scaling object small relative to the image. After opening the software, the first task is to create a new profile. To do this, click New and another window will pop up. I will rename the profile Riprap Video. An important step to remember is to click on User Settings, change the default units to inches, and click OK. Once that is set, click on the New Rock/Sediment Gradation Analysis icon. Once it shows up in this window, double-click and then click Add Image Gradation. Once Image Gradation 1 shows up on the left, click it. This is where you can rename the sample we are testing. Click Define Image Gradations. The Digital Gradation Analysis window will pop up. Type in the number of photos you will be using for your analysis. We will be using 4 in this video. It is recommended to use 4 or 5 images. To add the first image, click the Browse button. Click on the image from where it is saved and click Open. Click Setup and the Digital Gradation Tool window will pop up. We must set a scale by dragging the squares to each end of the yardstick in the image. Type the value in the box to the left to match your scale. Here it is 36 inches. Click Next, which will bring you to Set Cropping Extents. Pull the boxes that are on the outside of the image to exclude the scale and any other blank space, grass, or shadows from the image. Click Next and continue clicking Next to go through the image processing steps on the left until it brings up the results. It may be necessary to change your cropping extents to get a better representation of the sample. Here you can look at the gradation results for this image or click Plot Results for a graph to pop up. Once you are done reviewing, click OK to get out of that window and click OK again to finish adding the first image. We will have to go through the same steps for each image that you have. I will quickly go through the steps again for the rest of the images. Once all the images are added and set up, you will be able to see the results for all the images together. On the top right, the table shows your D5, 15, 50, 85, and 100 results. And on the bottom, there is a gradation plot of the results. Next, we will add a min.gradation profile to the gradation plots. Min.riprap classes are different from the preloaded riprap classes from the FHWA approximation of HEC 23. If this is your first time using Hydraulic Toolbox, there will be no min.riprap classes in the program, and we'll have to enter them ourselves. We will first need to obtain the most recent min.dot standard specifications for construction. The table we will be entering values from is in Spec 3601 and contains the approximate % less than for each class by size. After clicking OK to exit out of the two windows, we will get back to the main Hydraulic Toolbox screen. We will choose the profile we have been working in and click the Edit the Profile icon to the right, which will bring up a profile window where we can click Add Riprap Class. I will first rename it min.class2. Click Edit Upper Range Gradation to type in the values from the min.spec book for the upper range and click OK. Then click Edit Lower Range Gradation to type in the values from the min.spec book for the lower range and click OK. Double-click on Rock Sediment Gradation Analysis and click Add Standard Riprap Gradation. This will bring up Riprap 2. Click on it and rename it under the input parameters. Click the drop-down list and select the class we just added and are wanting to compare with the images. Click Plot All Gradation Curves to plot the gradation calculated from the images with the min.class spec range. A window containing the semi-log gradation plot will pop up where you will be able to see if the gradation analyzed in Hydraulic Toolbox falls in the range of the min.spec and will be accepted. The graph can be edited or exported by double-clicking it. If the results of the image gradation appear questionable, a different type of analysis, such as a Woolman count, should be performed.